take Kuol Manyang salam take Kuol Manyang salam take.
Bai komando manyang garang jinji gede duk bugam garang anje konong ran antara wabai komando manyang garang jinji gede duk bugam garang anje konong ran kebiadun jalo edor ke atye kuchane alikenin jal gedinga dung kuol manyang kare jen gedikin Kiranden toro bijer Kuol Manyang gene wewe nyin wel kuol Ukale diom ya webe nguduoloy Why you loy? I like to near a jay you to Ginny which I loy by. By a young yard, why you loy? I like to near a jay you to Ginny which I loy by. By a young yard, why you loy? I like to near a jay you to Ginny which I loy by. By a young yard, why you loy? I like to near a jay you to Ginny which I loy by. Bai komando manyang garang jinji gede duk bugam garang anje konong ran antara wabai komando manyang garang jinji gede duk bugam garang anje konong ran kebiadun jalo edor ke atye kuchane alikenin jal gedinga dung Kuol Manyang kare jen gedikin Kiranden toro bijer Kuol Manyang gene wewe nyin wel kuol Ukale diom ya webe nguduoloy Why you loy? I like to near a jay you to Ginny which I loy by. By a young yard, why you loy? I like to near a jay you to Ginny which I loy by. By a young yard, why you loy? I like to near a jay you to Ginny which I loy by. By a young yard, why you loy? I like to near a jay you to Ginny which I loy by. wabai Komando manyang barang Jinji gede duk Kugam garang Anje konong ran Antara wabai Komando manyang barang Jinji gede duk Kugam garang Anje konong ran Kebiadun jalo edor Ki atwe Kuchame alikenin Jal geding da dung kuol manyang Karejen gedikin Jiranden toro bijer kuol manyang Jene wewe nyingwel kuol Kukale biomya webungu duoloy
Well, we are now in Manyang area, which is called Juba 2. It is northeast of Juba town. This is where I've decided to come and farm here because what we do with the land? First of all, as people, we need to eat. And our people are a bit lazy. They don't. They think that it's the government where they can get money in order to go and buy food, and there's nowhere they get the money because the government cannot employ everybody, and therefore we have decided also to farm, because even for myself that money is not enough for me. So I want to make use of my time to farm, produce my food, and take the surplus to the market.
Tell us about your farm and when you started it.
I started 3 years ago actually. It was a very small one. I was encouraged by some people to come and farm. I was a bit reluctant, but I decided at last to farm, but I came late. So I didn't harvest enough because it was very expensive. Hiring labor force was very, very expensive, where people don't know the value of money. When you give them a small piece of work to do, they'll charge you hundreds of dollars, of pounds. 100 pounds.
And tell us about this specific farm. How big is it and what do you intend to farm here?
So I decided now at last to bring tractor. I bought a tractor with all the implements, and there is nobody that can operate these farms, somebody who is skillful. So I had to go and I had to import or bring the tractor operators, specialists in farming from Reng. They are here now. Now the farm that I made last year is said to be about 100 fadans, and I harvested 300 fadans. It's about an average of three sacks per fadan. It should be between 5 and 7 and 10 even. So when I brought these operators, I think the area will increase, and I am expecting to get more than that. I will actually plant. The sorghum did not succeed last time. I had the long-term type of sorghum called cage, but now I'll go to what is called Wed Ahmed, which is a modified type of drought in Sudan. I think I'll get more harvest this time. There was a problem with the tall one. I could not harvest it with a machine, so I'm bringing with Ahmed that you can use the tractor to mechanize system of harvesting it. And but I want to grow full, that is groundnuts, sesame, and then hibiscus, and this is what I want to grow in this place.
People of South Sudan have been hearing that you are passionate about farming. You have always been saying that you want to just go back to the village and you farm and you contribute to the community. What is this farming part of?
Well, farming, it is good for our people. Are not sitting idle. They are not farming. Instead, they are coming to the town thinking that in the town they'll get money, but nobody will give them money here. I want to lead them, take the lead, to go to the farm myself. Instead of telling them to farm, I'll be the one to farm myself, and they will see. I'll set an example, and I believe they will admire it and will join me next year or the other year. So I was serious, and I'm still serious to see that I go to farm. We live because we eat, and when we eat, we must produce our own food. And when we have enough to eat, then we become peaceful. The crises we have in South Sudan are all crises of poverty, of hunger. Why should we be poor on our land? When we have a land that we can cultivate, we harvest it, we sell what we harvest, and we get money, and we eat good food. So I'm still serious. I am here when I finish with planning here, with the farming here, I'll go to Reng. I'll go to Reng or to Malakal and start farming there. There are no trees to remove. It is an open grassland, very fertile, and I can farm even up to 3,000 fadans.
As we speak, there is a global pandemic called coronavirus, and the planes have been grounded. There is no transport. South Sudan is left alone. In this situation, what would you say to South Sudanese so that they can survive? If food is not coming from Uganda, people are not able to survive.
Well, the rainy season is starting now. It has just started to rain. Still some months ahead, 1, 2, 3. For Malakal, it is still, it will rain in May. For Juba here and part of southern part of Upper Nile and Baragazal, they will start farming now. I'm advising our people to take hoes. They go to the land, they farm, they use all that they can, the hoes, the ox plows. Some have tractors. There are some people who have tractors, but they have just decided to put them in their fences. I'm encouraging them to bring them out to farm, rent them out to those who want to farm, and they'll get the money. So our people should really take serious. If they want to live, they don't want to starve to death. They don't want to beg, because a gentleman cannot beg to be given food by others, people like him. I'm encouraging our people to work hard, produce their own food. Come out from offices, they go and farm. Even inside the towns, there are some areas that grow grass. Instead of growing grass, they should really make use of that land with the water they farm.
And this is the first time since the appointment was announced yesterday that you are going to be senior presidential advisor on the revitalized agreement. How do you react to the news of your appointment? There's outpour of support, and what is your personal reaction?
Well, I really measure my importance with reference to the wave of support coming to me from very, very many people. I will do my level best, support the government, do the best that I think the country can benefit from me, my advice. But still, I will continue farming because farming is what actually I believe in. Advice is not all the time. I'll be taking off time to farm, at the same time thinking of what to advise the government from.
You were one of the leading commanders during the War of Liberation. Has the liberation agenda finished, or is it continuing?
The liberation agenda is not yet finished. We have liberated ourselves from the oppressive Khartoum government. We have become now independent, but we are not yet liberated. We must liberate ourselves from hunger, from illiteracy, from diseases, from tribalism, from laziness, and we have a lot to resist. All the difficulties our people are suffering from, including tribalism, corruption, nepotism. These are all things which are not good. We must work hard to liberate ourselves from all this. We must be serious in developing our country and to see our people are living happily like other people in the world.
I thank you very much, Madingor, for coming to this place of ours in order to see. I wish you would have come last time when we were cultivating and when we were harvesting. In fact, our farm is a cooperative farm. We are managing it. We started, 6 of us started with it, but we are growing. And we managed to do around 74 fidans. And in these 74 fidans, we wanted to show to the people of South Sudan, as a Minister of Agriculture and Food Security by then, and some people from the ministry,
we came to start this farm, that we should give an example of farming, because you cannot tell the South Sudanese people to farm without you spearheading this. And then that's why we say we have to do something. When we have this farm, we become encouraged, because in it we diversified our production. First, we have the sargam and sisime and ketkede. And we managed to get at least 90-something kg, 90 kg of around almost 98 bags, which is 90 kg, which is almost equivalent to 100 and something. We take it to 50 kg in a bag. And then we got also 20 bags of simsima and 15 bags of ketkede. We did this because to concentrate on one crop is not good. And even the sargam, we divided into two. There is the sargam which is for 3 months, and there is sargam for 6 months, which is the tall one, which they call it cage. And I'm very happy that General Kuol Manyang, Honorable General Kuol Manyang, when he was Minister of Defense, he is my neighbor here, and Kuol Nyon, that is his place also. So we are trying to show to the people that we can do the thing.
And you have been Minister of Agriculture. What is the best way of encouraging the people of South Sudan to farm?
The best way I could say is, first of all, I was appealing to the governor that they have to make land available. Because if you are interested in farming, then you can get a land where you can farm. Then secondly, we needed people to be in groups, so that, because like in Equatorial here, there are a lot of trees. You will not manage to pull it out by yourself, but unless you are in a group, then this group will be able to put in their hands together, and they are able to start working on the farm like this. First of all, you have to hire a bulldozer, which will be pulling out the trees. Then secondly, you will have a tractor in order to help you in farming. These are very important. You cannot do it if you don't have a capacity. So with the more hands doing this, then I think you will manage. And that is why I was appealing to the people of South Sudan when I was the minister, that the best thing you need to do is to put yourself into groups, agricultural cooperatives, so that you will be able to do better. Because when you are many, you know, one person will do at least 1 or 2 fidans on traditional basis. But when you are many, you will try to make it on commercial basis like what we did now.
And what is your goal for your farm?
Is to save the people of South Sudan. First of all, we need to make food available to the people, because that is one. Number 2, we need to make employment. Like last time, when we were harvesting or when we were cultivating, we have to employ people, the youth as well as the women. So we are trying to empower them. If they are well-to-do, then they will be able to be on their own. That is the number 1 target, empowerment of women as well as young people, so that they are able to do some business.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dol fakir mada salam, ya rudu salam. Onin biga tamam, biga murda, motoro nanjil. Jalamnya, biyunume, betalau, bejejen, betalau, abuba, salamnya, matakore, salamnya, mama, salamnya. Salam take, Dol fakir, salam take, Deng majar, salam take, Waniga, salam take, Tabandenga, salam take, Dol fakir mada salam, ya rudu salam monin biga tamam biga murda motoro nanjil salam ya biyunu me betalau pechejen betalau abuba salam ya matakore salam ya mama salam ya salam take wane konga salam take jadala salam take aku jino bulung salam take Emmanuel ade salam take takun tumkulu salam takun intum kulu salam takun ebele kulum salam takun dol fakir mada salam ya rudu salam onin biga tamam biga murda motoro nanjil salam ya biyunu me betalau pechejen betalau abuba salam ya matakore salam ya mama salam ya salam take Kuol Manyang salam take Kuol Manyang salam take ay jang mamur salam take ay jang mamur salam take dol fakir mada salam ya rudu salam monin biga tamam biga murda motoro nanjil salam ya biyunu me betalau